Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel The IP Mat Insider. My name is Gurmeet Singh, and in this particular video I'll talk about how do I build a profile while being in school. What I have done is I have divided my entire conversation into 6 different sections, wherein each section has different header, different pillar, and each of the pillar is relevant for you. So without further delay, let's start the discussion. The very first pillar being the academic excellence. You need to understand that nothing substitutes academic excellence in this country. When I say academic excellence, I'm not talking about a student who is a very high scorer. I am talking to a student who understands what he has studied or she has studied and is able to answer the questions when asked about it. But apart from academic excellence, what else can I do? What else can I develop? So my strong recommendation would be that you should participate into Olympiad competition happening in your school or inter school. You should participate into the school annual fest, wherein if it's an academic fest, you should essentially be part of it. You should participate into any academic fest happening in your city or in your school. So if I'm a science student and there is a hackathon happening around me, I should be part of it. I'm a commerce student and there's a commerce competition, commerce business event happening around me, I should become part of the competition. I'm a humanities student and there is some social initiative going on in the city or social fest happening in the city, I should by default be part of it. Anything that lets you prove your skill set, which is academic and it is beyond your classroom, will always be a great value add for you. So my first input would be that each one of you should become part of an initiative, an Olympiad, a test or a fest which highlights your academic skills beyond your classroom. My second input would be that you need to develop your leadership quality and you need to highlight your leadership quality. By this I mean, if you are somebody who is getting an opportunity to become a school prefect, disciplinary captain, house captain, vice captain, choir in charge, or organizing the school annual fest, becoming part of the sponsorship committee, you should take this initiative, you should become part of it, you should develop your leadership skills and you should highlight your leadership skills. Once you do all this, once you do it successfully, do politely ask your school heads that if I can get a letter of recommendation from them. These days, many of the colleges ask for letter of recommendation from school, and if you have it, you get a brownie point for that. So second skill set would be that developing that leadership skill is a must thing for you. My third input would be working on your extracurricular skills. Someone might say that why did you put extracurricular on third spot? Because these days a lot of activities happen when it comes to MUN, debate, extempore, jam, but these are not very relevant events happening. So if you're participating into MUN, make sure that MUN has some kind of accreditation. They have some kind of accreditation as in they are authenticated by some higher authority. Suppose they have an association with UNESCO. They have somebody coming from a very top leadership position. If it is not that, trust me, it will not hold much of value. So in terms of extracurricular, you got to be a bit specific, but yes, you can always work on multiple things. You can work on MUN, photography, theater, drama, you can work on dance, you can work on debate, extempore, jam, coding, anything that you feel that you're good at, you should work on that and you should get certificates for that. Important thing is that you should have certain winning certificates and some participation certificates will always do. If you have all the participation certificates and no winning certificate, trust me, it is again going to be a problem for you. So something that you're good at, you should be able to win that competition. My fourth header would be participating into projects and initiatives. Now this is something which is very contemporary and a lot of schools, a lot of colleges these days give advantage to this. If you are somebody who is a problem solver, if you understand that there is a problem, social problem around me and I will be in a position to solve it, take the initiative and try to solve it. For example, conduct a social survey, maybe on malnutrition, maybe on ill eating habits, maybe on obesity, and present a report to your school. You like talking, you are a communicator, start a podcast, set up a podcast in your school and take your principal to the podcast room and conduct a podcast on the contemporary education system. Sit with your commerce teacher or science teacher or humanities teacher and talk about the humanities subject or the careers after commerce, anything which highlights your skill set and solves a social problem. So you can take the initiative to solve a problem, or you can take the initiative to become part of the founder's office, or you can take up a project where you highlight your skill set in terms of your research skills or your communication skills. The fifth, obviously, is internship. I understand getting an internship in class 11th and 12th is tough, but yes, if you're able to get an internship, that's a great value add for you. If you're not getting an internship, start participating in your family business and start developing that skill set wherein you're able to communicate, you're able to sell, you're able to talk, you're able to contact your vendors, you're able to coordinate with the other people in the business. And if you're able to create some sales in that process, that's a great value add for your family and for yourself. You can always write that I am participating in my family business from last so many years, wherein I have been able to generate so many sales. Needless to say, you should be in a position to justify your answer by your communication. The sixth pillar would be becoming part of a social internship or social initiative. This I strongly recommend to everybody. You should become part of an NGO. You should go and teach underprivileged children. You should ask your school to organize a workshop or go to or a visit to the orphanage or old age home, so that you're able to understand society and you're able to understand how society functions. If you do that, if you're the one initiating it, your leadership skills are developed. If you're the one participating in it, your social skills are developed. I would strongly recommend each one of you to become part of the social initiatives. This brings the humane ability or the empathy outside you. I hope these six pillars were relevant, and they are helping you, they will be helping you in developing your profile. I hope these six pillars were relevant and they had some input for you, and you're already working on one or three or four pillars, or maybe all of those. If you're not, you should start working on at least three of it. That's strongly recommended. Out of these three, extracurricular being the most common, social internship second being the most important one, and the third one would be leadership skills. If you're able to work on all six, that is a great value add. I hope this video helps. I'll see you once again in some other video decoding one other question. Thank you.